Hello Internet, Dave here. Another one of my videos on Zen. Today we are looking at loyalty. It is said that loyalty is an important thing in the pledge between people. Be this a lord and the retainer, an employee and the employer, a husband and wife, a child and their parent, friends, comrades, brothers in arms. Though it may seem unattainable, loyalty is right before our very eyes. If you once set yourself to it, you become a superb retainer at this very moment, a superb friend, a superb student, a superb employee. To give a person one's opinion and correct their faults is an important thing. It is competent and comes first in the matters of service. But the way of doing this is extremely difficult. To discover the good and bad points of a person is an easy thing. And to give an opinion concerning them is easy too. For the most part, people think that they are being kind, saying things that others find distasteful or difficult to say. But if it is not received well, they think that there is nothing more to be done. That is completely worthless. It's the same as bringing shame to a person by slandering them. It is nothing more than getting it off one's chest. To give a person an opinion, one must first judge well whether that person is in the disposition to receive it or not. One must become close with them, make sure that they constantly trust one's words. Approaching subjects that are dear to them, seek the best way to speak and to be well understood. Judge the occasion and determine whether it is better by letter or at time to leave talking. Praise the good points and use every device to encourage them. Perhaps by talking about one's own faults without touching on theirs, but in a way that the person's faults will occur to them. Have them receive this in a way that you would drink water when your throat is dry, and it will be an opinion that will correct faults. This is extremely difficult. If a person's fault is a habit of some years period, by and large of it won't be remedied. We've all experienced this. Right. That is a nice one. Now, obviously, this is a long passage on loyalty and its effects on oneself and others. It's just not just about serving as being dominated. No. It is a symbiotic level of loyalty. Like, for example, Her Majesty the Queen has pledged loyalty to her subjects of Great Britain and the Commonwealth. She serves them as they serve her. That is important. Loyalty is said to be an important thing. What is loyalty? Is it turning up to work every day? No matter what the weather, no matter how you're feeling, no matter what obstacles get in your way? Is it in servitude of some higher function of the country of the people that live in that country, of the idea. That is a very, very good question. I personally believe that loyalty, absolute loyalty, should be to one thing and one thing only: yourself. You need to be loyal to yourself first before you can give that loyalty to others. Loyalty should not be given freely. It's something that needs to be pondered on, given in trust to others. So not in a way that is cheap, as in you're not selling it for money or favours or goods, but you know that by being loyal to this person, this idea, this company, that it will be loyal to you by always being there when you need it, being there when you need it, and you are there for when they need you. That, I believe, is what loyalty is. What is your thought on loyalty? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to be loyal or to receive loyalty? Also in this passage, it talks about one's opinion and faults of others and trying to help improve people by showing them their faults, where they lie, and how best to address them. It talks about not just casually throwing your opinion out there as passing conversation, but to go deeper, and by not actually saying to this person that they have faults, but to be more reflective of your inner self. Like, for example, I have many faults, one of which is I oversleep. And in order to try and combat this, I have started going to bed earlier. That is obviously a very rough and very, very bad example. To give a person an opinion, one must first judge whether that person is in the disposition to receive it or not. Basically, is this person ready to receive this opinion? Is it the right time? Is it the right way of delivering it? Will that person listen to my words? Will they take on board what I'm saying? Will it reach them in a way that is beyond normal? It also says that one must become close with them and make sure that they continually trust one's words. So once again, this reflects back to loyalty. If they know that you are always there for them, why would they not trust your words? Why would they doubt what you say unless you give them reason to? If you go against things that you say by the actions that you do, you will not be trusted. You have proven that you are not loyal. It takes time to prove this. Not just on words, but on merit, on actions, on every day that we live. That is why it is extremely difficult to change not only yourself, but others for the better. And I don't mean like in a control freak kind of way, as in development for the better. You cannot change somebody by them being thousands of miles away and just speaking to them over the internet, over the telephone. It's always best to do it in person. Build up a relationship with this person. take time out of your day to get to know this person, get to know what they like, what they dislike, and use that to improve yourself and therefore help improve them. There is nothing greater than the achievement of knowledge, wisdom, and unity. We've all experienced this at some point, where somebody said something or done something that made us think for a moment, what am I doing? Why is that so much better? How can I do this? That is what this passage about changing one's opinion is. This can be in school, in lessons, at work. Mainly it's found more within the self-defense society. So Army, Navy, Air Force, they have a great system of changing one's opinion from civilian to military. Politicians do this as well quite often, trying to change the opinions not only of other politicians but of us, the general public, as well. They do it through words and debating. Scientists do it with facts and numbers. Teachers do it with books, history, lessons. We all do it, just whether we're aware of it or not. That we're being changed, or we are changing, or somebody else is changing us for the better. This, of course, can also be used to change people for the worst by their beliefs, by manipulating their belief system, by manipulating what they think, and making them do things which are atrocious, which cause pain and suffering. There's this great quote from Star Wars and Yoda, which is also very zen. There's quite a lot of zen in Star Wars. I might have to do a video on that. Anyway, as Yoda says, anger leads to hate. Hate leads to pain. Pain leads to suffering. These are the path to the dark side. And you can be manipulated into anger and hate and pain and suffering, be that against an individual, a religion, a group of people, a country, an idea. It is so dangerous. That is why it's also so powerful. We have the responsibility as students of life to recognize and understand this, to try and better the world, not selfishly, but for all, because all are one and one are all. Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed this video on loyalty. Once again, please do discuss what you believe loyalty is. This is Dave. Until the next video, knowledge is power. We must use it wisely.